These are the plaintiffs, Omar and Selena Farouk. Omar says they purchased a high-end sofa from the defendant and were told it had a built-in power recliner in it. When they got it home, they were horrified because they'd been lied to. The recliner was manual, which meant you had to pull a lever on the side. The defendant told them they'd swap it out for the proper model, came to pick up the one he had, and he is still without the recliner to this day. The defendant's nothing but a big, huge crook, and he wants his $2,800 returned. This is the defendant, Cesar Faisal. He says he never promised the plaintiffs a power recliner. He simply told them he'd inquire to see if the set they wanted came with one. Turns out it doesn't. It only comes with a manual one. The plaintiffs got all bent out of shape over it, sent back the reclining portion of the set they bought, and now here they are. He's sorry, but he just sells furniture. He doesn't manufacture it and did nothing wrong. He's accused of being too laid back.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiffs bought a sofa from the defendant. They were told it had a built-in power knob, and it didn't. The defendant says he never promised a power recliner. It's the case of more power to you.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Omar and Selena Farouk, you are suing TC Furniture Closeout, represented here by the owner, Cesar Faisal, for $2,800, the amount that you paid for a sofa with a recliner built in. And according to you, they delivered something that is not what you wanted. Tell me what's going on.
I was looking to buy a sofa. I went to this store. I chose one of them, the sofa set from the book. And he said, okay. He told me that this sofa is around $2,800. And I said, okay, I'm going to buy this sofa, but it has to be a recliner.
Okay, and those were the exact words you used. I want the sofa with the recliner.
Recliner, right. So,
okay, anything else said?
I paid him first the $100. Then he told me that you have to pay before Monday full amount. So I went to the store and I gave him $2,700 later.
Okay, then when did you get the sofa?
Following weeks.
The following week?
Yeah, following weeks.
Okay, and when the sofa comes, what do you notice?
When the sofa delivered to my house, the chair has to be a recliner with the power. When I bought the sofa, I told him that should be power.
Okay, but that's not how you testified, and that's not how your complaint looks. You didn't say power until now. So were you assuming that it had power and then found out it didn't? Because there's two kinds of recliners. One is with the hand, and then some, which is an upgrade, has a push button. But those are more rare.
Nothing like that.
There was no discussion about power?
He knows that I
what
wanted
discussion was there? That's why I asked you, was there anything else said? What was the discussion you had at the point of purchase?
When I purchased, I told him that I want recliner.
Power
and
recliner.
A power recliner.
Were you there?
Yeah.
Okay. And the couches with recliners that you were looking at in the store, were they manual or power?
On the book, we don't see.
I know the book, you can't see it. The book is going to say what it's going to say. And we're going to look at that in a second. But what about the ones you were sitting in at the showroom?
Only the sofa set. We don't see.
Okay, there weren't any recliner ones in the showroom?
No.
All right, what's going on?
Okay, they came in. This is a 3-piece set. It's sofa, love seat, and chair. They asked for one of them to be a recliner. And I did get them that one.
Which one?
The chair.
Okay.
They placed the order July 20th, and they paid it 23rd, and it was delivered the 24th.
Okay.
So this was a special order. I did not have it on the floor. The initial deal was based on one manual recliner. And then he asked me for a power recliner, and I told him—
When did he ask you then?
The day after.
The day after. So how does he ask you? He goes to the store again?
No, he calls me.
He calls you?
Yes.
Do you have phone records?
No.
He calls you and says, by the way, I want a power?
Yes, and I told them I'd look into it to see if they made it power recliner.
But you didn't?
They don't.
They don't make a power recliner?
They don't make a power recliner for this set in particular.
So did you tell him that?
No.
No, I didn't.
What did you tell him?
I delivered the manual recliner.
And what did he do?
On delivery, he refused it. The guys called me. They said he's sending back one piece.
but he takes the rest of it.
He takes the rest of it.
Okay. Are you at the store when that happens?
Yes.
Okay. And why do you talk to him and say, dude, it doesn't come with a power?
I told him.
On the phone right there at the spot.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And he says, well, I'm keeping the other two, but you can just take the one that doesn't come with.
He gives me an ultimatum. He says, if you can't get a power recliner, or if you can't get a recliner with a lever, because the recliner does not have a lever.
Oh, how do you do it?
You
just push?
Push back. Take it all back.
And you didn't take it all back, but you took one piece back.
Well, he refused to sign for it.
For that one piece?
Yeah.
What was the point in keeping two pieces if he's telling you it doesn't come?
Okay. When he delivered it, when I found the problem, I called him right away. I said, I'm going to refuse all of them because I'm not taking anything. You can take it back, all of them. Then he told the guy that, keep this two. I am sorry that I made a mistake. I'll take one back. Recliner chair, he take it back. He said he's going to deliver after 1 week. So after 1 week, I called him. He gave the phone to other person.
He gave the phone to another person?
Yes.
Okay. And
then
the other person told you?
The other person told me, you bought a cheaper car, now you want Mercedes. Then he hung up the phone.
Who was that?
That was my father.
I had a feeling.
I am not allowed to have a lazy boy in my house. What I want to know is, are lazy boys awesome?
Yes, they are. They're the perfect chair. You can sit in them, recline in them, and you can even sleep in them, and they're really comfortable.
What do you think?
I slept in one last night and they're nice.
Oh, I am so jealous. Who else?
Yes, lazy boys are great.
Lazy boys are great. Going inside the courtroom.
Is that how it happened? That you hadn't really gotten around to finding out the information?
There was why I took the recliner back was because I didn't know it was a recliner. They told me when they called me, it's not reclining. It turns out that it was reclining, it just didn't have a lever, which is why they refused it.
He doesn't even want a lever, he wants a button, right?
He wants a button and he wants the power to send him, well, yeah.
Let me see the original paperwork from the transaction and let me see the catalog.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
On the book, we don't see.
So we're talking about this one.
Which one? The same sofa from the last case.
The same crinkle.
Does this one crinkle when you sit on it?
Your Honor, that sofa is different from the one in the last case.
They look the same. They're not the same quality.
It's the one on the right-hand side, the burgundy one.
I know. Where here does it say press a button, power, whatever? Where on the arms do you see the button? Where on the paperwork does it say power recliner? Did he ever tell you he wanted a power recliner at the time of the transaction?
No.
Okay, it's not on your contract. It's not in the picture. I'm looking at the side and the top of the arm. It's not there. And it's not in the description of the furniture. So what right do you have to assume that that's what you were being sold when it's nowhere?
No, because...
And even in your complaint, when you filed your complaint, what you say is, I thought I was getting a power recliner and then it came in and it wasn't power. And according to him, you called back the next day to discuss the power aspect of it.
Yeah, I called him back because because my daughter is 11 years old, and she told me that, Daddy, did you order power one? I say, oh, yes. So I want to make sure that I call him again that I need a power.
Which tells me that you weren't making it sure the day before. And you know what? Your daughter's 11. Tell her to go like this and push, because really it shouldn't even be an issue. Now, I need you to deliver it back to his house. Okay? Is that going to be a problem? Will you just do that so we can have peace?
Yeah, I was going to make him pick it up. But
say it again? Don't make him pick it up. Don't make him pick it up. So I suggest you be nice in the hallway because they are agreeing to deliver your piece, and otherwise you will have to go pick it up. All right, that's my verdict. Verdict for the defendant.
So the plaintiff loses his case here, but the defendant has agreed to re-deliver the furniture to your house. Is that acceptable?
Okay, whatever the decision came, I'm happy.
Okay, so when they deliver this new furniture and it's not a power recliner, it's a manual, what are you going to do?
I don't know what to do, but I have to take it back.
You're going to take it? You're going to take it, and you're going to live with it, right?
Yeah.
You're going to push. with the recliner. Okay. All right. All right. Head right down. So, all right. Come on in here. You were going to make him come pick it up at the store. Why were you going to do that?
I gave him a good deal on it, and he got what he ordered. So there was no reason for him to refuse.
There was some confusion there, apparently, on his part. Maybe he changed his mind. I don't know. But why didn't you communicate better with him when you knew it was manual? Why didn't you call him and say, "Sir, let's be clear about this"?
No, because the initial discussion was based on a chair, and then after the transaction, it evolved into a power recliner.
Sir, we have some problem here. Let's clear this up. Shouldn't you do that with your customers?
I guess I'll make more of an effort from now on.
Okay, Harvey.
Okay, this is so important. When you buy something, especially when you buy something sight unseen, by the way, but when you buy something and you want certain things attached to the product, a certain specification, you got to make sure that it's all written down. You can't rely on what somebody says over the phone or even says to you in person. Get it written down if it's going to be delivered, because you got to make sure you're getting what you asked for. By the way, I just want to make sure, I want to survey the crowd. Does anybody think lazy boys suck? You do?
Yeah.
Why?
I just don't like them. They take up too much room and they just collect dust. I like furniture I can move easily.
I like furniture that I can lay in and veg in and just think of nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Go to the beach.
Huh?
Go to the beach.
No. Okay, I want a lazy boy so badly. That'll do it for this section of the People's Court.